Okay friends, welcome back to my channel. This is like the final installment for my Iceland trip. I'm gonna do the most frequent questions asked from my Instagram. So let's start out with how I found out about this trip. One night I'm scrolling through Facebook when I couldn't sleep and there's an ad that popped up. It was like round trip tickets, luggage, 3 excursions, and transportation to and from the airport for like $750. I'm like, wait, why not? Why not me? So after hemming and hawing for a while, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Mine ended up being a little bit more because it was a solo, so I had to pay for the room myself, which was fine. Absolutely amazing experience. So like I'm saying, I'm gonna go over the most frequently asked questions. You had a minimum stay of 3 nights, so I extended to like a 4th night. Really, I could have done a 5th night. Y'all, 5 nights would have been awesome. You can hear I've got a cold. Like I got back a week ago, Wednesday, when I got back. And oh, that's today. A week ago today. It's been a week. This is about what I packed and what I actually needed for this trip. Did I overpack? Yes, because that is what I do. So let's start out with the outerwear. You guys, my winter coat's over there, but I had a really great winter coat. I think what made this trip so amazing was that I wasn't cold. Like I was not freezing, and I can't stand being cold. So I bought the proper things for this trip. A lot of people are like, you lived in Alaska for 5 years. You must have had all this stuff. No. I lived in southern southeast Alaska. It was like Seattle weather. We get a ton of rain and it's so windy, but we never got the cold temperatures like Anchorage and Fairbanks and everything up north. Like we did not get that. So I wore jeans, sweatshirts, and my winter jacket. Barely wore a hat. But that's because I don't like wearing hats. Let's start out with what I wore outerwear. So I had to buy some mittens while I was there because the very first day I lost my gloves. I lost my gloves. I had my turtle gloves, but I lost my other gloves. So my hands were cold and that was not fun. But I ended up buying a pair of mittens. They're so nice. They're cute. I wouldn't say they're functional because the air went through them. So get a good pair of gloves. And this is for like winter time. And I will go back in the winter. So gloves. I had to buy a hat. One that you don't mind wearing, one that you feel cute in. I had my hat. That's a must. Like I said, this is winter time. I had my scarf. This scarf was handmade by my sister. She made it for me one Christmas, and I think she ended up giving it to me for my birthday. But a nice scarf. And then a nice pair of snow pants. This was a must, especially if you're going to like, I did the Golden Circle. I had more tours planned, but they got canceled because of the snowstorm. I ended up doing the Golden Circle. That was tectonic plates, and then a waterfall, the geyser, and then we ended up at the secret lagoon. So this was super helpful. I think if I would have went on the volcano hike as well as the South Coast and Glacier Lagoon, these would have been perfect too. So invest in a good pair of snow pants. And then even when I was walking around town the day that the snowstorm was coming and the day after the snowstorm, I had these on. Made every bit of difference because I did a ton of walking and I was not cold. My bottom half was not cold at all. So that was my outerwear. Invest in wool socks. I wore wool socks every day. Now I did buy some from REI, which were very expensive, $25 per pair of socks. And I bought a pair off of Amazon. It was like $6 in a thing for $25. Mind you, I feel like the ones that you pay $25 were a little bit better, but I was perfectly fine with the 6 pairs for $25. I'm gonna wear these often because they're amazing socks. As far as like my base layers and my bottoms, I invested in a pair of hiking pants. They are water repellent. And then these were actually really good. I got these from REI, but you can find stuff on Amazon that is just as good. I bought a couple of base layer bottoms from REI. They didn't fit. Then I bought some off of Amazon, which were cheaper, and they did fit, and they kept me warm. When I say I was not cold at all. So invest in base layers. It's like long johns. You put these on, and then you put your pants on. Another pair of pants that I got are these hiking pants. They are not cute at all. They are not adorable, but they kept me warm. And they were water repellent. So my first day when I did the walking tour, I put on, I didn't bring my other pants. Hold on. Okay, so when I did my walking tour, I bought these from Amazon, and they are fleece lined. So I put these on instead of my long johns. I put these on. I don't think they're water resistant. So that's why I was just gonna wear these out, but it was raining that day. So I put this on, and then I put on my pants from REI. I was warm, I was not cold. These I wore a couple of times. And then I put my base layer long johns on underneath these. Like I said, not cute. Got them from Amazon, and they weren't that expensive. So that was nice. And I can use them when I go hiking here. I'm not gonna pull out all my base layer tops, but this is one of them. I bought a couple of them from REI, but then you can also get a couple of them from Amazon, and they're cheaper. I bought one from Amazon because it was I waited quite late to purchase stuff. So I can only get one in time from Amazon, and it was half the price of what the ones I got from REI. I change my top every day. And then I thought I would need sweatshirts. I put a tank top on, and then I put on my base layer top, and I was good. Have my scarf, my hat. I was overheated sometimes. I was overheated. And I do suggest you do this. In the wintertime, in the summertime, do the hot springs, do the lagoons. I did 2 of them. I was supposed to do the Blue Lagoon because that one's like super popular and it's on your way to or from the airport and people stop there. But with my package, it was directly from the airport to the hotel. And then part of the package was the Golden Circle, which included the Secret Lagoon. And I bought 2 bathing suits. You guys, I love this one. This one was so adorable. I bought one pieces because I didn't know if it was appropriate to wear bikinis, and I didn't want to be disrespectful. So that's why I have the one pieces and then take my bikinis. But let me tell you, you can wear bikinis. People wore bikinis, so it's not disrespectful. I did the Secret Lagoon, and I did the Sky Lagoon, which is 10 minutes outside of the city. And that was absolutely amazing. I loved it. The Sky Lagoon, they gave you a bracelet so you could attach your credit card to it, and then you can buy your drink at the bar, which was like a swim up, walk up bar in the lagoon. They do limit you to 3 drinks, so keep that in mind. 3 drinks only. That's all you get, and they cut you off because they are watching it. I did bring a little sweat towel because by the time I got to some places, like I walked everywhere. I was really, really hot. Other things that I took that I thought were really helpful, selfie stick, especially if you're going by yourself and you don't feel comfortable asking people to take your picture. Eventually, I didn't care. I'm like, would you mind taking my picture? Like when I was at the ice cave, it was like a replica ice cave, but it was legit ice, and it was like 5 degrees Fahrenheit in there. And I'm like, would you mind taking my picture? And nobody mind taking my picture. And then when I went to fly over Iceland, I was trying to take a selfie with the troll, and a woman came up. She's like, I can take your picture for you. I'm like, thank you. Like, I stopped telling people no. Like, I appreciate it. So a selfie stick is really helpful. And if you're going to the lagoon, one of these cases, to be able to put your phone in, if you want to take your phone with you to take pictures or take video, this is super helpful. That's why I got some of the footage. I got this off of Amazon. Another thing, an external battery pack is a must. I got this one off of Amazon too, and I used it to charge up my phone because my phone would die like after 6 or 7 hours, or get really low. It wouldn't die, it wasn't dead. But this was super helpful. I think this is like 30,000 like kilowatts or whatever the battery usage is. This is a big one, and I'm glad I had it because it charged my phone for me on the trips, because some of my excursions were like 11, 12, 14 hours long. So this, a must. Let's see. This is a must too. It's a converter for the electricity to plug your stuff in. I don't know if you saw my video of what I packed. I had like another one that I plugged into here that would keep everything charged. It had more plugs, but this would have been enough. This is plenty. It has 2 outlets, and then it has the USB, and then like the super fast charger. Like, I got this off of Amazon. I got this when I went to Greece. Perfect. And then it has the ones for other countries if you're going to a country that doesn't use this plug. This is plenty. Highly suggest that. Off of Amazon. Next, iFly. So this was supposed to be able to plug in, and then you could use your wireless stuff. It didn't work for me. It did not work for me. So I don't know why it didn't work. Nothing could connect to it. I could not get anything to connect to this. But if you're doing a tour and they tell you you need headphones, you don't. If you're speaking English, I didn't need any headphones. He spoke English and everything was just fine. So this, I would forego this because I could not figure it out. I have some time before I have to return it, so I'm gonna see if I can get something connected to it. Because this would be great for the airplanes, but I couldn't get it to work. What else? Water bottle. I think this one is 40 ounces, and I am glad I had it for the airport, for the bus. Like, you could buy water. They say you don't have to buy water in Iceland. You can just put it underneath the tap, but you needed to put it in something. So I'm happy I had this, and I love the color. And lastly, and this is, oh no, I didn't talk about my shoes, but this right here was super helpful to keep me organized with all my cords and stuff. If you're not vlogging, or if you don't have that many cords, then you don't need this. But this was really helpful for me because I was vlogging and I was doing Instagram and everything else. So that helped keep me organized with my cords. I forgot to talk about my shoes. Invest in a good pair of hiking boots. Invest in it. These are, I think it's probably some Merrell. I love these. And I'm happy because they came in a wide, and these are women. So I have really wide feet and big feet. So I always have to go into men's shoes. But these were perfect. I absolutely love them. So I got these at REI. I bought them about a month before my trip so I could start breaking them in, and I'm glad I did because your girl did a lot of walking. And then lastly, invest in some yak tracks or whatever. I don't know if they're called snowshoes, but I think these are yak tracks. You put them on your shoe, and then when you're walking in this ice, you're gripping. You won't fall. You're going in the winter and you want to do the golden circle, take them with you because they're going to be very helpful. I don't know what I thought, but I didn't take them with me. I'm like, I'm definitely taking them when I go on the volcano hike and then the glacier, but those got canceled because of the blizzard. But yeah, invest in these. You see, they have like that, so you won't slip on the ice. Okay, friends, so my camera got hot and it turned off. So I'm just going to end it right here. So that's what I took to Iceland, or that's the things I think you would need for Iceland. I did overpack. You can never pack too many panties or underwear or socks. I made sure I had an extra pair of socks in my backpack in case my feet got cold. My boots are water resistant or waterproof, and I didn't want to take a chance. But if you want to go to Iceland and you're worried about being cold in the winter, if you dress properly, you're going to have an amazing time. Another thing, food is very expensive. A lot of things are very expensive there. So I'm just going to give you the heads up. It is expensive. And I kind of knew that going in, but you really didn't realize that I didn't really realize that until I got there. Oh, I want to talk to you about the money. I got 25,500 krona for close to about $200 US. So like 1,000 krona is about equivalent to like $7-ish. So just keep that conversion with you when you're purchasing stuff, and just don't be giving your credit card and be like, and you like, Another thing to know, if it's over 6,000 krona, they have a tax-free shop when you go into the airport. You've got to go there first before you check in, and they will give you the money back for the taxes that you paid on those items. You have to have a receipt and you have to fill it out. Make sure you put your credit card number on there, as well as sign it too. You have to sign it too. And then they will give you the tax money back. I need to check my card to see if I've gotten the money back because it's been like a week. But make sure you keep your receipts, and it has to be like a tax-free receipt that you get, that you fill out. Make sure you keep it and go to that tax-free area where you get your money back. I thought they're going to give it back to us in cash, but it's not. That's why they want your credit card number on it. What else? I think that's it, you guys. So this video was just what I took, what I actually needed while I was in Iceland. I could have done without some of the things that I took. Like, only needed one pair of jeans. Actually, I wore jeans over. I think I wore those same jeans back. And I did have a pair of leggings instead of wearing my long johns back. I put a pair of leggings underneath there because I did some more exploring the day that I left, because I didn't have to get on the shuttle to the airport until later that day. Let's see. I think that's it. If you guys have any questions about Iceland or what I did, and I don't know, just leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching this series of my adventures in Iceland. I hope you enjoyed my vlogs. If you haven't checked them out, please go check them out. If you give me a thumbs up, a comment, I would love it. Okay, you guys, you have a great day, and I'm going to go get on my bike. I'm going to do a little Unpack ride. No, a recovery ride. Okay, bye guys.